All right, this is my out of theater reaction for Nuremberg. It was definitely a well-made film. I did not know Rami Malek was the main character. He held my attention for the whole film. Of course, Russell Crowe was, he's Russell Crowe. He's gonna do his thing. He was a, you know, he was a character, to say the least. He was really good, of course. But what I'm trying to say is that the film was well made. Before I went in the film, I did something I don't normally do. It was an accident. I basically looked at the runtime. Sometimes I try my best not to look at the runtime. I just get my ticket and that's it. But I saw it on my ticket and it said 2 hours and 30 minutes. And I was like, whoa. And I looked at it like right before I walked in. And I was like, basically 3 hour movie. I was like, oh my God. I was like dreading it. But I didn't feel it. That's why I'm saying the film was well made. I didn't feel the time. Like I didn't feel the 2 hours and 30 minutes. Like it felt like an hour, maybe an hour 40-minute film, but it was 2 hours and 30 minutes. So that's why I say it was very well made. And the pacing was good. The pacing was definitely good. There's one thing I do want to say, which people probably know already, but people know like what this film was about. But there is a scene where I'm not spoiling anything. All I'm saying is this: there's definitely some graphic images shown of the atrocities that happened, but I didn't expect them to show it for that long. Like it felt almost like a documentary. Like they showed like probably like because the whole point is like this is the first trial, the first war crimes, the first trial for war crimes. So they're figuring out how to do it and the logistics of it, and then getting everyone to trial and different things like that. All of that is very interesting. But then there's a part where they're in the actual courtroom and they're showing the concentration camps, and they're showing footage, and like this is like, I'm sure this is real footage because there's no way like they made it look that real. Like this was real footage. I'm sure it was real footage, and it felt like it was at least like 10 minutes of footage, and those people looking away, those people crying at some parts, and I just feel like it's not that they shouldn't have shown it, but I feel like the length of time, it felt like it was at least 10 minutes, and it's not that like don't show it, but it's just like it was more documentary style than a movie. It was like we were like really watching a documentary at that point, and I feel like maybe like 5 minutes. But because the thing about film is when there's a scene in a movie, every scene is supposed to tell something. It's supposed to tell a bit of the story. You know what I mean? But 10 minutes of the same thing, I felt like it was kind of like they really overdid it at that point. And I was like, I had to look away a little bit, but I mean, it was effective, but that's all I'm gonna say. But the film was very good, but I try to touch on that for some people, just be prepared for that. But